Hello, loves. So I was thinking about something today that I thought maybe other people might be thinking about. And so I thought, well, let's just talk about it. And that is acceptance for what is when what is really difficult and really challenging and really pushing you to think differently or try to think differently at least. And one of those things for me is all of pregnancy, the mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical discomfort that comes along with it, all of the changes that I've been experiencing. And specifically for me, I talk so much about these bite-sized habits and wellness routines, and meditation's a big part of that. Movement is a really big part of that. And recently I've had an injury to my IT band on my left side, and it has been incredibly painful and has prevented me from working out for about a week now. And I've done a couple seated upper body workouts and things, but I just haven't felt super good about the results that I've been able to churn out with my consistency because of this injury. And, there's nothing quite like pain that slows you down, that makes you think about what's important, that makes you really grateful for when you're feeling healthy and when you're feeling good. And also that makes you think about how can you help yourself heal and how can you move forward and start feeling better. And one of the things for me is I do all the things. I've been, icing it. I've been heating it. I messaged my midwife. I got a massage. I've been doing some topical stuff to it. I've been taking Epsom salt baths and doing stretches and staying off of it. And a week into it, it still feels really frustrating because at this point, what I've realized is that it just needs rest, and there's nothing that I can really do about the injury. Injuries just take time, and that's where I am, and I find it really difficult to accept that. And there have been so many different times in my life where something's been happening, and it's been really difficult to accept for me. And so this is something that I've talked to my therapist about a few times, and it's something that I just ponder a lot is how do I accept what is when I'm not really okay with what's happening? One of the things that I always remind myself is that this too shall pass. No matter what is happening, that applies. Whether you are feeling really good, really positive, really awesome, this too shall pass. Whether you're feeling really down, really sad, really depressed, this too shall pass. Whether you're feeling really anxious, really fearful, really scared, this too shall pass. Emotions are the lifeblood of our experience here, and we're going to go through all of them so many different times, right? So we're always going to move on to feeling something different, and we have to really just allow ourselves to feel how we feel in that moment. For me right now, I feel disappointed, and I feel sad, and I feel frustrated, and I feel a little angry, and I think acknowledging that always feels really good for me, and specifically acknowledging that in an outward way. So having friends, having family, having somebody that having a therapist, a counselor, a coach, somebody that you can talk to and feel supported and validated by in the way that you're feeling, because the feelings are challenging, and instead of repressing it and stifling it, it really helps me to express it. So seeking out that support and expressing it, allowing myself to feel how I'm feeling. And then today when I was meditating, I just kind of asked God, I just said, what would help me accept what is right now? What would help me accept what is? And what I kept hearing, and what the first thing that I really heard was forgive yourself, or bring forgiveness into the room for everything that isn't right now. And I realized the more that I internalized that, it was for the expectations that I put on myself for this pregnancy, put on myself day to day, the way that I want to move and live in the world. Sometimes I have all these expectations, and it's not that way. It doesn't turn out that way every single day. And so I have to bring forgiveness into the room of, it's okay that that's not how today's turning out. I get to pursue feeling better and doing what I can and what I know how to get there. And then I can feel the way that I feel. I can express the way that I feel. And then at the end of the day, I have to just do my best to just breathe and release it, because the more I carry it, the more it weighs me down. And that pulls me out of the present moment, because it makes me either think about how it could have been different or how it might be different in the future. And What I know is that the most joyous version of myself and my life exists where I am right now, not where I might be in the future and not where I used to be. So something that I've been thinking about and just wanted to drop a little note to you guys to let you know that you're not alone if you struggle with this, and I'm thinking of you, and I hope some of those tips help. I love you. You're doing an awesome job, and I will see you guys soon.